These big cat guys loving
There
life,
we
blood. Thank you.
Thank you, big cat.
Thank you, big cat.
I never gave up.
Yeah, you would have if
Not
it was
to-
the Bears, you would have.
Right?
If it was the
No,
Bears,
if
if it was
his
the
team,
Bears,
that's
you
the
would
thing.
have.
He had no skin in the game.
Been like, all right, good game, see you later.
Yep.
You see?
No skin in the game. That's what
Trust me,
happens.
blood.
Anyway, that's a cold open to the Troopz TV. Thank you for Big Cat for popping through. Troopz TV presented by Barstool Sports. We're on the player ratings segment. We start with the man in Gates, Bernd Leno.
Leno in goal, blood. Look, you can hear Big Cat in the background just singing along, blood. This guy's loving life, blood. Oh my days. But Bernd Leno in goal. I think Leno had a good game. I think he done really well with the second goal because of he could have been put into a predicament where he could have swiped him like Tinder and then we would have been in real problems. You get me? But he done the right thing. He had no chance with the first goal. You get me? But he conceded 2, so we have to keep that in mind. So I say a strong 7 for Leno.
Strong 7 for Leno. Let's start with the right back, Hector Bellerin.
Bellerin, I give a 5. I think it was an average performance from him. You get me? I think there was some good and some bad. You get me? So I think a 5 is a fair assessment for Hector Bellerin today.
Centre backs, let's start with David Luiz.
David Luiz, I think, done well. You get me? I can't remember really being upset with Luiz or even cussing Luiz. You understand? I think out of the 2, he was the better centre-back today. I think Gabriel was the one that was a bit suspect, you feel me? But David Luiz, I give him a 7.
On to his partner, as you alluded to, Gabriel.
Gabriel, I give a 4, blood. You get me? Below average performance. You understand? A few times he got caught out. You get me? He's losing balls in the air, committing a lot of fouls. It's a lot of silliness today in his game. You get me? But he has been out. You get me? But he's been in the team for a little run of games, so he should be up to speed, innit? But yeah, man, I have to give Gabs a 4 today.
Left back, Kieran.
Tierney, I give a strong 7. You get me? I felt a bit sorry for him in the first half. Like, he just got left out, hung to dry. Emil weren't really supporting him, you get me, and playing his role. But, you get me, he got that goal that got us back into the game. You get me, that 2-2, blood, when we thought it was all over. You get me, he gave us that little bit of hope. You understand? I give Tierney, for that goal alone, blood, for me, 8.
On to the pivots, let's go Granit Xhaka.
Xhaka, I give Xhaka a... I don't think Xhaka did too bad today, you know.
You're solid.
You understand?
He's been solid.
He's been solid.
He's consistent.
He's not consistent.
Yeah, this season he has been consistent.
He's been in and out, blood. You understand?
For the most part, he's been consistent.
Yeah.
He's been consistent.
We'll agree to disagree. You get me? But Xhaka, I give a 7 today. You get me? I think he done his job well, blood. You understand? He just needs to pass it a bit quicker, and then that'll be easier, blood. You get me? But there was times when the midfield, you get me? He looked better when Partey come on. With him and Ceballos, like, there was just too many gaps. You get me? So he's lucky to get the 7. You get me? It's not a strong 7. He's just about getting the 7. You get me? And that, you know what? My bad, Jets. I'm giving Xhaka a 6 today.
6?
Yeah, because he was getting overrun in that midfield. He done better when Partey come on. But yeah, 6.
His partner, Danny.
Danny, I give a 3, blood. You get me? He started off well, but then his head just went, blood. You get me? That lazy, everything was going right until he made that lazy challenge. You get me? And then shit just started going left, blood. You get me? Gave him the opportunity to score from the free kick, and then the goal that gave them the lead, which nearly put us out of the tournament and nearly ruined everything. You get me? You have to look at him, blood. You have to question him because, come on, bro, you're an experienced player, blood. You know not to flipping head back. Yeah. There's not enough pace on the ball to do that.
Situation like that.
Do you understand? There's not enough pace on the ball to do that, blood. So, you get me? Ceballos gets a 3 today.
You're the last man trying to do fancy headers.
It's stupidness.
Yeah. The 3 behind the striker. Let's go with Bukayo Saka.
Bukayo Blood Clot Saka. Saka the GOAT. Saka the truth. Saka the future. Saka the cure. You get me? Forget about Jack Cure. Saka the cure, blood.
Jack Cure.
Yeah? Forget about them boy there. Yeah? Saka the cure, blood.
Again.
Yeah? Saka the cure, blood.
Comfy give you more
yeah?
again.
That me I say. Because you see that brother there, blood. He is cold with it, blood. Yeah? He is absolutely cold with it. He has to start for England, blood. Do you understand? One of them assists, yeah? The second one for Abba. He's assisted that as a right back, blood. As a right back, brother. A left footer is playing right back and he's just whipping them in. Sat nav business. Zook. You understand?
Right on his head.
Straight to Abba, blood clot. Yeah.
Didn't even have to jump.
You understand? Like, I give Saka, I don't care, bro. Saka gets a 10 today, blood.
Oh, wow, okay.
Saka gets a 10 today, blood. Them 2 assists, blood, yeah? Because the first assist opens the game. And then the winning assist. They are vital moments. It's not just no middle goal. You get me? Like, say you're winning, I don't know, say you win 4-1. And then you get a man set up the second and the third one to make it 3. Yeah. He's involved in the vital moments, blood. Do you understand? The vital. And at 19 years old, blood, to keep up what he's keeping with. 10-star general. Bakayo blood clot Saka rude boy. Yeah? My brother that.
Man in the middle of the 3, Martin Odegaard.
Odegaard, I give a strong 7 today, blood. You get me? I just don't like that he just too like to hold the ball. He plays some great football, blood. He can find the passes, fam. He's got that sat-nav foot with it. You see me? But he needs to just free it up a bit more, blood. You get me? Speed it up a bit more. That might be to do with playing in Spain. Obviously, it's a slower game in Spain that they play than the Premier League. You get me? So, I think if he speeds up his play, then he's one to watch, blood. You get me? But strong 7 for Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard. All right, last of the 3, ML Smith, bro.
Emil's my bro. Let's get that in first. That's my dog. You get me? Very happy to see him given the chance that he's been given and very happy to see how he's dealing with it. You get me? But today he was poor. Do you understand? Defensively poor. Going forward was poor. He was in no man's land is the word I'm looking for. You get me? No man's land is the phrase, sorry. I have to give Emil a 4 today. But keep your head up. You get me? You might have been a bit tired. So maybe that was it. But you get me? Keep your head up. Keep going. And yeah, man. More life to you, blood.
The big man up front.
Obama.
Who?
Obama what?
Obama blood clot. Yeah.
My brother, you know. You understand? That man there, blood. You get me? Like, when people want to turn against him and throw shade and, you get me? You don't want to give constructive criticism. I know people are going to say, you don't constructively criticize Willian. I'm like, but Willian didn't really have nothing in the bank. You get me? To save him from that. Whereas Aubameyang, he's got hella credit in the bank, blood. You understand? And he just added more credit to the bank, blood. You get me? That first goal, exquisite finish, blood. You get me? That's the word. Exquisite finish, blood. Fantastic ball from Bukayo Saka, in the words of Ty. Fantastic, blood. You get me? But the finish from Abba as well, blood. You get me? That was a confident finish, especially the 2 games that he's had. He's been terrible. To take it on like that, blood. Get me? In a vital moment, like, you get me? A big game, the important moment. He done it. And then that winning goal, blood. You get me? You could say that it was easy, but the pressure's on.
The moment.
You have to look into
a big moment.
It's in the last minutes, blood. You get me? We need this goal to go through. If you remember last year, after he got us that goal to go up 1-0 against Olympiacos, he could have made it when they equalized. He had that chance in the last minute and he missed it, and he should have scored, and he probably knows that. And a lot of people came out. I saw them on AFTV ridiculing him. How can he miss that? I want to see the energy now, blood. You get me? Because I stand with Aubameyang. When I criticize him. I've never turned on him. I've never said sell him. I've never come with them talk there. From that man signed for the club, I've been his biggest supporter, blood. And nobody can ever tell me nothing. And nobody can even come close to the amount of support and loyalty I have for that man, blood. Nobody in this planet, no Arsenal fan. And that's one thing I can say, yeah? I am the biggest Aubameyang supporter in the Arsenal fan base, blood. There is you get me? Every Arsenal fan loves the club as much as me, blood. But the way I love that brother, blood, no homo. It's mad. It's like one of my youth them, blood. It's like one of the man them. Do you understand?
Yep.
Because he's just there in vital moments, blood. He makes me happy. He makes me angry. He does everything that our brethren should do. You get me? When I win, he's happy. He's giving me, you get me, praise, and you understand? Sent me the video when I left and had me in tears. You get me? But luckily I had the mask on, so I was keeping up masculine. You get me? Man never see the tears. You could just look, I hide in my water, but you not see the tear then. You see me? Masculine business we are doing, you understand? But That man, you get me? Thank you again, Aubameyang, blood. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, blood. Thank you, bro. You get me? You done it again, blood. You fucking done it again, blood. 10-star performance for Aubameyang as well. Aubameyang and Saka, they have to both get a 10, blood. Both getting a 10.
There you go. Onto the bench. Let's go, Thomas Partey.
He came on and he done what he was supposed to do. He put that added strength in the midfield. He put that defensive mind in the midfield. He put the steel in the midfield, blood. You get me? Strong 7 for Thomas.
Let's go with Alex Lacazette.
He didn't really have enough time when he came on. You get me? Standard 5 for Laka.
Callum Chambers.
Same thing. Standard 5 for Chambers.
Mohamed El Neni.
Same thing. Standard 5 for El Neni. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll give El Neni a 6 because he had a bit more time. You get me? Nah, you know what?
No,
nah.
He came on. Didn't he come on dead?
Yeah, he
No,
came.
the
Nah.
first
El
two,
Neni
yeah.
and Finn came off. Nah.
Chambers and El Neni were the last two.
Yeah, standard 5 for El
Same
Neni. Yeah, standard 5 for El Neni.
Last but not least, I left this one till the last one. People probably want this one to open the show, but last but not least, Willian.
10.
What?
10.
Wait, excuse me?
10.
Jetski, we gotta clip this and put this out. Wait, what did you say?
Willian gets a 10, bro. Let me tell you something now. You see that, brother? I'm a big Willian hater. I tell you that straight. But I'm also a realist, and I give credit when credit is due, blood. And he is due all the credit today because when that man came on, that man changed the game, blood. You understand? He changed the game, bro. He was playing some great football on that left-hand side. He was tucking in and helping Tierney defensively. He wasn't doing it. He was doing the work that Smith Rowe wasn't doing. Do you understand? And when he come on, I was cussing. Absolutely cussing. And then within 2 minutes, it's 2-2. You get me? I have to backtrack. You understand? Obviously, thoughts are still the same on the player. But for today, Willian gets a 10, blood.
The manager?
I give Arteta a strong 7. You get me? Because the lineup still had me a bit like, you get me? The Smith Rowe thing, we saw it didn't work. Bellerin never really had a best game as well. You get me? But the subs he made worked.
Impactful. So
you
gotta
understand?
give him credit for that.
So that's why he's getting a strong 7 today.
Last but not least, the ref.
The referee gets a -10 today. Bro, -10. He's lucky he's not getting -1 million and then blood clot thing there. Because the man a idiot, dog. Yeah? Man a idiot, blood. Like, so many decisions that went against us. Unbelievable. I don't know how Benfica only had one man booked up until the first half, which was Delta Rap. You get me? The refs is just fucking useless as usual. -10, sorry, for the ref.
And that's the player ratings.